Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this BT21 Mang keychain slash plush. So first off, you're going to need 3 sheets of felt. You're going to need dark blue, pink, and light blue. You're also going to need a pair of scissors, some sewing needles, thread, and a pencil or a Sharpie. You're also going to need some black and white paint, something to paint with, and a keychain. Some stuffing, a sheet of cardstock, and a hot glue gun. So first get your pencil on your piece of cardstock, and here you're going to want to draw out the shape of Mang's head or whichever BTS or BT21 character you would like to make. So here I'm doing a rough sketch with a pencil, and it's easiest to reference a picture of Mang from Google. Once I've made a rough sketch, I'm going to go back over with some black Sharpie just to make it more defined. And here's a side-by-side comparison. Now get out your light blue felt, and we're going to place our cutout onto the felt to make sure we have room for 2 of the shapes. Now we're going to go ahead and trace the cutout, leaving about a 1 inch of space along the edges to make sure that we have enough room when we sew. Go ahead and do that both times. Go ahead and cut out both of the shapes. So now you're going to want to get out your dark blue felt. You're going to want to make elongated half circles is the best way I can describe this. However, you're going to want to make about 4 of them or 5 of them depending on how many you'd like. They should look something like this when you're done. So now get out your pink felt and we are going to make a long rectangular strip. So when we fold it in half, this will create a loop to put our keychain through when we are done. It's not for me to say you love. So when you are sewing, you're going to want to have it look like this as your finished product. So to do that, we have to invert all of the circular pieces to face the center. So that way when we flip it inside out after we're sewing the edges, it'll be the right way. So now sandwich them in between the light blue felt sheets, and you're going to want to sew along the edges. Get out your needle and thread. So first we're going to want to thread our needle. So to do this, you're going to get the end of the piece of thread that you cut out, make sure it's a long piece, thread it through the eye of the needle. In order to make a knot, you're going to want the 2 ends. You're going to want the end of your string to meet the eye and then wrap it around a couple of times around the needle. I like to do about 5 or 6 times to make a very thick knot. Press all of the wrappings around your thumb and index finger and just slide it down the entire string. So that at the end of the string you will have created a knot. With the excess thread, you can go ahead and just twirl it around itself. So now to begin, we want our pieces sandwiched between the 2 light blue felt sheets. You can begin sewing at whichever point you like. If you are not familiar with sewing, it is basically putting the needle through one side of the 2 felts and then putting it back up through the other side and just repeating this process. Once you have reached the point right before the ear, you're going to want to get one of your dark blue pieces and sandwich it between the 2, making sure the rounded side is facing inwards. You're also going to need your loop, so go ahead and place that in between as well. and then you can continue sewing normally. Again, once you have reached another section, you can go ahead and place them as needed and then continue sewing as normal. Once you notice you are reaching the end, go ahead and leave a hole so that way you are able to fit your stuffing in, as well as you are able to flip it inside out. So make sure this hole is big enough. Mine was not big enough, and I had to undo some of the stitching. Once you are ready to close off your stitch, go ahead and create a knot. Once you have knotted, you can go ahead and place stuffing inside. Go ahead and place as much stuffing as you like, either flat or fluffy. It doesn't matter. If you do not have stuffing, you can cut open one of your stuffed animals that you do not care about, or you can place some of the leftover pieces of felt inside instead. Go ahead and close up the bottom hole just by doing a normal stitch. Now we are going to hot glue some of the accessories such as Mang's nose and eye, which I have cut off camera. So you can just cut the nose piece off of the pink felt that you have left over, and for the eye I just cut out a circular piece of felt and painted it with black and white paint. Now I'm just hot gluing it into the center of Mang's face. Once you have done this, it is completed and you are all done. Now you just need to insert your keychain through the loop that we created earlier, and you're all finished. I hope you guys enjoyed this DIY, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!
It's not for me to say you